shortly afterwards, my car failed its MOT on May 2025, a year ago, coming up to a year ago now. It is probably a year now since it failed MOT. Okay, I'm on Trinity Street now, and that's the local Sainsbury's there, and that's closed as well on a Sunday, of course. It closes early. And that's the transport museum there. Can you see that? And that's the BBC there as well. There's a BBC up here, the radio station. So I'm disappointed with those sort of people, you know, the mainstream media companies, you know, why haven't they recruited me? So I would have avoided those payment issues, you know, I could have just walked into a hotel. And even when I was doing modelling, I did actually have a professional photo shoot, a portfolio of photos from Models Direct and a company called Models Profiles or something in Birmingham. And I didn't get anywhere. The Models Direct company, I think that was based in Norwich. I used to pay them at £5 a month. My photos were online and they never recruited me. If they had recruited me in the nick of time, when that thing was going on, my homeless threats were going on to evict me, I could have just literally walked out of there, booked myself a hotel room. In America, it's motels, obviously. Over here, it's a hotel room. I could have just stayed there, you know, in one of those rented rooms. That wouldn't have been an issue, but it was down to income, you see, as well. And I'm just surviving on the bare minimum at the moment. And I am struggling, obviously, and I do require all the help I can get. And like I said, people haven't been generous enough. The odd occasion have sent some money to me. It's very trivial, very rare indeed. I get a lot of envious behaviour, envious reaction, even at customs especially, you know, when they see me going across. And that's sort of people around here as well. They assume because I'm, you know, well dressed and smart looking, you know, a suave looking person maybe, Casanova, somebody with charisma, you know, chivalry driving all the way to Amsterdam, for instance. You know, and what is that for? What kind of women are those up there? To let a guy like me go, you know. And it's not just a box of chocolates I'm going to put up there for them. You know, is it a milk tray? Or those flatbread, what are they called? Flatbread kind of sort of meals you can get. Made of potatoes and things. Piranhas or something like that. I think there's nothing to do with that, you know, milk trays or piranhas. That's a local cuisine anyway. But end of the day, whatever kind of chivalrous behaviour, you know, and all that effort going there, it's like almost like the road runner, isn't it? When he can just go down in a shop and buy himself a meal, he's so obsessed with that animal, you know, that road runner. You know, and he comes up with so many schemes just to eat that, you know, potato callus, whatever it is. When you can just walk into a shop, normal shop, in it. I mean, maybe that's the attraction in it, there, Amsterdam, places like that. You know, glamorous women, models, and obviously I would have been with very glamorous women if the modelling companies, agencies had hired me. So that's their failure as well. So I obviously can't have contact with them, can I? If I can't even meet them. They didn't even allow me to be in there near them, put it that way, if they didn't recruit me. And these modelling agencies let me down badly. I've got to let my viewers know. I'm going to end this video now. So you've been listening to Dr. James Vondutch, adult history. And not masturbating history, puberty history, or they talk about schools, and they're trying to link you to schools or universities when you're probably young masturbators or something. I don't really like to talk about that those days. I know they're trying to link you with the universities and schools. You used to sit next to this person or that person. They're just a bunch of wankers at the end of the day. That's a wanker time, isn't it? Masturbate time. I'm talking past adult days when I'm a shagger, you know. I'm not exactly licensed to shag, but when I'm a real shagger, when the women let me in, the old pusshole, or whatever, not just in their houses. So that's the history I'm talking about. I know it's on Vondutch, Dr. James Vondutch. They weren't welcoming either. So the modelling agencies did let me down. I've got to let that know, and I could have avoided everything, all those bad events, being homeless, keeping work in my car. I could have avoided that. It is their fault in some ways as well, not just the housing companies. I wasn't relying on council housing. Obviously, I'd get enough money from those companies if I was hired as a professional model or something, or even a TV presenter or something. On the national side of things, would they hire me? Of course not. Maybe on the, I don't know, the international shows, wherever my niche is, obviously, I think it's going to be, something cheap, something quite glamorous, international. And that's why the envious behaviours at the local level are probably as well as the international level. So they don't want me from nowhere to, where sky high rocket, potential. So you've heard it, people, they go from rags to riches. From here, for me, it's just rags to rags at the moment. The way they've been talking, nowhere near rags to riches. Opportunity just hasn't been there. Obviously, I'm not maybe one of those opportunity countries. Maybe that's it. That's it. I'll end this video now. Dr. James Vondutch, 56-year-old heterosexual single man and social media content creator for over 5 years on platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And that's the co-op there, by the way, on Fairfax Street. It is open until 11 p.m., even on a Sunday.